I'd like to ask you folks about how you use this as a branded experiential retail platform to create other retail stores in the Boston area, and if you have plans to then expand retail into other localities in New England or elsewhere.
Yeah, so I think the short answer is that when we started this store in 2002, we didn't, I think as Deb alluded to, we didn't really think there would be another store. There wouldn't really be a manufacturing business. But probably about 3 to 4 years in, we thought, well, this model could work, right? This is interesting. This is a pretty small footprint. We're learning a lot about the customer. We're learning a lot about the products. We're getting smarter about our business, right? So about the time I moved out to Jamaica Plain, and I noticed that it was similar to the South End. I mean, we had a lot of people that had lived in the South End that had got pushed out by rising property values, whatever, had moved to Jamaica Plain. So there were a lot of pets out there. There's a lot of open space, a lot of green space. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, and we talked to Deb, I was like, there's no pet store out here. Why is there no pet store out here? So literally around the corner from my new condo, there was an empty retail space. So we started working, negotiating on that, and then we opened the Jamaica Plain store. So that's our second oldest store, and it's been around since I think we opened in 2007. So it's been a little bit more than 10 years there. Subsequent to that, we actually were selected by Target to do a design partnership for their Main Street, what was it called, shops? I can't think of it. The shops at Target. Right. So they picked 5 small businesses from around the country and featured a line of products in all Target stores across the country that were designed by the owners of the shop. So I'm only telling you that story because of that partnership, we were approached by a development company in Massachusetts that had seen that partnership, liked our other stores, and thought, well, this could be a good model for our developments. So sure enough, after that we entered into a lease for our 3rd and 4th store at the same time. This was in 2013, and it was in Linfield and Chestnut Hill. So these are different from the Jamaica Plain model and the South End model, where these are very Main Street based stores, but the Jamaica Plain and Chestnut Hill model are outdoor mall, outdoor lifestyle center models. So for us, it was a new model. We weren't quite sure.
What is an outdoor lifestyle?
It's sort of just like taking a mall and putting it outside, right? So it's sort of an open air shopping experience. We've got food, you've got entertainment, you've got retail, you've got activity space, whether it's a green or a
ice skating rink.
Yeah, ice skating rink, depending on whatever, right? So it's kind of like an active center where people would go and hopefully spend a day, right, and spend some money
to
and
make the malls more interesting.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
So for us, when we opened the first of the 2 was in Linfield, and I knew nothing about Linfield. I'd maybe never been there, and it was a different model for us. We're like, well, are people going to actually show up to this center with their pet, right? Because people walk with their dog all around here, but are they going to actually put their dog in a car and drive somewhere and park? And the answer is they do. But at first we didn't know it, and it took a little while for that model to click for us and for us to kind of understand the customer. It's a little different customer. It's a suburb, so it's not an urban center. So there's a lot of learning from an owner's standpoint, an operator standpoint about product mix, merchandising, that kind of thing. But the model has been successful for us, and so because that model has been successful, we sort of have a built-in partner now in the real estate business that is opening centers. Yeah, they're a national company. But they like us as operators. We like what they're doing, and we sort of fit in with their centers and their design. And so they've been approaching us about other opportunities. So we are planning to continue to expand the retail footprint of the bakery, of Polkadog Bakery. I think we've talked about going further outside of Boston, but the reality is that as this city continues to sort of grow and become more dense, we see tons of opportunities in our own backyard. Right, exactly, and that keeps it easier for us to control and kind of keep an eye on and maintain, and not worry about what's happening 2,000 miles away. So there is a plan. It's currently active to kind of continue to expand the retail footprint. And I think it's also a response to some of the other things that are happening in the industry with other pet specialty retailers. There's a consolidation happening. So either private equity groups or other groups are buying up multi-unit retail chains, and sort of creating a singular brand, or letting the stores keep their own name, but they're being run under one umbrella.
Yes.
So for us, I mean, we see an opportunity in Boston because we kind of have a foothold here. We've been
Yes.
here for 15 years, so we're starting to kind of use now that brand recognition to continue to kind of expand